Hi guys, welcome to NDTV. Good to see you guys. How's everybody doing? I want to first welcome Harsh. Harsh, I hosted the press conference and we really missed you. How are you? That's the first question.
I'm much better, sir. I think credit goes to Taish and the release and Bejoy, sir, all the stuff that he keeps coming out with every
Right,
day.
right.
I think that has played a big part in my recovery. So thank you to the whole team and Bejoy, sir.
That's so good to know. How are the rest of you guys doing well? Everybody's fit and all set for Tesh?
Fantastic and fantastic.
Fantastic. I have to tell you, Funk is the song that I haven't heard such a fun song in a very long time. I can't tell you how much I've partied to it. That won't be the right thing to say here, but it is absolutely fantastic. So I'll start with that. What was that like? You know, that looks like so much fun. Where does that come? Bijoy, you can tell us.
It's part of the wedding Sangeet actually. So that was, I mean, in the film it comes as part of that, as part of Sangeet, which is I think just 2 days prior to the wedding, where the whole family gets together and just lays it down. They just have a blast.
Right, that I was expecting only that much, and I'm sure you won't give out. Jim, you were really enjoying dancing up there. How was that experience?
Oh, Jim just enjoys dancing. Jim
so good.
Yeah.
That's my scene, you know. I'm like, ooh, dance in a film? Yes, I'll take it. No, I was very like, oh my God, I have to learn steps, learn moves. I'm a doctor. I don't know any dance. So, but then it was just fun because, like, I think what it's turned out to be is really nice, which is to me it really feels like these are just people at the Sangeet that are there are the important people there because they're the main family and they're having a good time. And I think that's what I would do at a Sangeet. I would
remember
dance and
Jim
have a
coming
good
and
time.
telling me, Bejoy, they're making me do this step. They're making me do this step. Can you see me do this kind of steps?
We all loved it. We all really loved it. Kriti, is this song playing all around you on your phone and wherever you go?
Oh yes, and I think this. In fact, Pulkit can give you a better answer to this. But I was in touch with the song even before it was a part of our film, and I was so stoked when I heard that this is going to be a part of the movie. I've really been looking forward to it. This is one of those moments, you know, when you hear a song by a really cool artist and you think, oh wow, you know, if someone shot this, I wish I could be a part of it. And what better than Tesh, to be very honest. It was absolutely amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed the number, and Pulkit and I have been listening to it non-stop.
Right, Pulkit? Playing all around you?
Pulkit will be able to answer it better. बोल के सारा मेरा answer खुद बोल रही हो. No, we have been playing the song on loop, yaar. And this is actually one of the songs that I play on loop since a long time. And when Bejoy made me hear this track that this is going to be a part of the film, I was staying at the 40th floor at that time. And I was like, I'll literally jump from here and fly into the air because this is one of my most
showed me, he
favorite
said
tracks.
that this song is already on my playlist. Do you know that? And he kept showing me the song.
No, I know.
It's been one of my most favorite. And my sister's getting married now, so this is definitely going to be our Sangeet song.
Hey, congrats.
100%.
Pulkit, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, Harsh, I want to come to you. How often does a film come like this, or anything that you do work-wise, and everybody says trailer is good, everything is good, music is good. How has that experience been for you since the trailer came out?
Sir, I wish मैं आपको often वाला जवाब दे पाता, but this is just my third film.
Yes.
So I haven't experienced this ever. That I hope I can use the word unanimous. Unanimously, people are being really kind and warm towards the trailer and teaser. This is my first experience, and this is something which I was expecting from Bejoy sir from day one, and the fact that he over-delivered it is I'm really I don't know how to thank him, but. I hope now it doesn't raise the bar too much because for my next few films, I don't know if this kind of reaction is going to come. So, but yeah, in the present, I'm really enjoying this moment. And whoever is like my Bua and my aunt and everyone has just suddenly emerged, and they're all messaging me, and they are sitting and watching it and observing the small little details and telling me. So I'm not reacting too much because that might raise the expectations in my future as an actor. So, but thank you, Bejoy sir, for this experience also.
Bua sent a very good message to him yesterday, which he shared with me. It was a voice note. And हर्ष ये बहुत अलग तरह की फिल्म लग रही है, बहुत अच्छी लग रही है. तुम्हें क्या लगता है?
तुम्हें क्या लगता है?
So cool, yeah. Yeah, Bejoy,
They have never messaged me for any other film.
I'll come to the actors. Jim, Jim, Kriti, Pulkit and Harsh, if you could tell the viewers who are watching just one line about your character, what should they expect?
Well, it's first and foremost thing that I like about all the characters in the film is that they're very human. They're very relatable in that sense. They have their own complexities. They have their own minuses. They have their own pluses. We usually, what happens in writing, when we're writing for the big screen, you normally leave the grays out. Right. And, that just takes a third dimension out of the character. And that is what Bejoy and team has actually consciously made an effort to keep alive in the film.
Right.
So my character, at one hand, he's full of life, very fun-loving, wears his heart on the sleeve. And but he's also very impulsive and very restless. His decisions are just like that. His reactions are extreme, extremely happy, extremely sad, or extremely angry. Or that's how Taish comes into the picture.
Okay.
So, he reacts to a certain situation that happens in the film, and in an extreme manner, and that is where everybody's life just goes into a turmoil, and it's very interesting to see the expression of rage through different characters, the expression of Taish through different characters.
Right.
Like Rohan's character handles rage in a very different manner because he has a very calm personality. He's much more sober, and we are just diagonally opposite to each other in the sense as the characters. And then there is Harsh's character Pali. He might come off as somebody like a nemesis, but he has his own reasons, and you empathize with his character as well, and his presence on screen is very endearing as well. He's scary, but he's very endearing at the same time. It doesn't happen if you do not have that in the writing and already sorted so well.
Absolutely.
So, every character in the film is actually also portraying a different shade of rage.
Right. In
fact, while I was watching, I had to keep watching the film and the series a couple of times. Not almost on a daily basis for my final deliveries and for sound and everything.
Right.
It was there in the writing, but I just happened to notice there yesterday that every character in the film, and I'm not just talking about the principal cast, every character, the secondary cast as well, has a moment of pure rage in the story. Every character has that one moment. Some of them have a lot of moments of rage, but not a single character is spared. Every character has that one moment in the story where rage just takes over.
Okay, I heard Bejoy. What is your character like? Where does your character get the rage? Can you tell us something?
I can't obviously tell you where the character finds her rage or gets her rage. But I think for me, what I love most about the character that I'm playing and the way the women in the script are written, I mean, the personalities of all the women, I think it's very safe to say that they're all strong and vulnerable all at once. And I think that's the most beautiful part of being a human being, knowing when to let your guards up and knowing when to just be vulnerable and be human and be someone they can really connect with. I think every female character also written in the film has equal amount of complexities, which normally, लड़कियों का क्या होता है वो थोड़ा एक one dimensional हो जाता है.
Right, but Bejoy has maintained that, I have to say that.
Yeah. Bejoy and his writers. Bejoy had a different introduction for Arpa and Mind, which I think Harsh got now. कल जब मैं
Nice fun.
He couldn't do that with me, so he decided कि चलो Harsh को objectify करते हैं. Pulkit and Jim have these shots by the pool where I'm telling you, the guys are looking sexier than the girls because all of them have bare body shots. पानी ट्रिकल कर रहा है, स्लो मो से शोल्डर दिख रहा है, स्लो मो से एब्स दिख रहे हैं, फिर उसके नीचे का दिख रहा है, फिर उसके ऊपर का दिख रहा है, ये सब हो रहा है. But having said that, we gave them our glamorous clothes. We sent them our towels.
I must add one thing over here for Harsh ka shower shots. Sheetal was the one directing. Sheetal, my wife Sheetal she was the one directing. So I used to keep running and checking. Sheetal, tu frame dekh rahi hai ki Harsh wo dekh rahi hai? Jara
Right.
It's been, I'm telling you, like, we had all of this on set, and there is enough glamour in the film thanks to the boys and their bodies.
Right.
They deserve a special mention in the credits, all of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Having said that, Arfa Khan is a character that I actually want to take back a lot from, in terms of I admire how strong and settled she is. And I think you will see her, Taish, but in a very different light. Like, for example, in real life, when I'm angry, I cry.
Okay.
Another human being may be angry and they may yell. Bejoy being Bejoy, when he's angry, he will put his hand in front of him, like both his hands, he will hold it in front of him, start looking down and walking up and down. That's his way of dealing with his Taish.
It's a nice way to do it, yeah.
Yeah, like, so everyone, I think the idea is to show that every character is equally human.
Right.
And every character feels the same emotion and love towards their family, but their idea of dealing with that Taish and that love is very different from one another. And I think that's what I love about the Taish in everybody's characters.
Fantastic. Harsh, I'm just happy you're here. पिछली बार आप नहीं थे, मेरे को आपके फैन से बहुत डांट पड़ी कि where is Harsh? So I said, I really hope so. We get to chat with him soon. So I'm very happy you're here.
Thank you.
How was this, the way Bejoy describing these shots were shot? What was that experience for you like?
Sir, I don't know if you can call it objectifying, but I don't mind being objectified.
Nobody minds. Nobody minds.
And I think what I love about Bejoy sir especially is that he keeps things so real, because जैसा पुलकित ने कहा, mostly films में ये सारी चीजें निकाल दी जाती हैं जो flaws होते हैं. I think Bejoy sir loves the flaws, and he keeps them in the story, not just in shots. The flaws are a part of the story, and that's something which I really love when I see the shots, when I see the songs. People, they can see it's not just the good parts. Like in real life, you go through, you don't get everything. And in his film also, there's a lot of things which I obviously can't talk about, but it's very real. You don't it's not like a commercial, just a formula film where you just you think about it and you work towards it and you get everything. It doesn't happen in his films. His films are way too real for that. And for me, I think I have dealt with this emotion in my past, and I was a little apprehensive in the beginning, because to touch this emotion, it's a little scary. But the way he explained it to me, I think that kind of encouraged me to revisit this. And as he said, every character, this is one thing, this is one emotion which every character has touched. And there's another thing in the film which every character has gone through, which I won't talk about. He knows it. And there's a physical aspect to every character that goes through that one thing. So this, the way he binds all these things together, the thread, that is so beautiful. And when you watch the whole thing together, I love everyone's shots, because I was never present on their shoot. I was only, luckily I was present on Pulkit's entry, because we were shooting in the same location, but I've not really seen them all act, because our locations were like hundreds of kilometers apart. And so when I saw the shots, it's just so beautiful to see them. And Kriti rightly got complimented on Twitter that without even speaking, her eyes are speaking a lot. Sanjeeda, when I see her shots of crying on the big screen, I play all the videos on my TV to zoom into their faces. Love the way her walk is so full of determination. I've never seen Pulkit in this zone
Right.
And to be honest, initially I didn't know how he would approach it, because you see this very fun guy doing a lot of fun stuff, and suddenly there's this, character which touches rage very often, and I love the way he has brought it out, and he really looks larger than life in the shots, and that's amazing. And Jim, I have to tell you, my flatmate, she has only been talking about you, Meenakshi, and she's my best friend, and she thinks you're the biggest surprise, and she has seen you in the different lot of other zones, but this she never expected from you, how you're carrying the whole thing. So thank you, Bejoy sir, for beautifully giving everyone something to keep with them all their lives.
Right.
हर्ष यार, तो हर्ष ने भी ठीक ठाक काम किया है, हमने देखा है.
Right. The way Bejoy
Thank God उसका ठीक ठाक ऐसा है, नहीं तो वो किधर ही जाता है.
Right. You're good, Harsh. You're zooming in and watching the way Bejoy has described your shots. I can imagine after this interview, people will go to the trailer, zoom into your shots, and see.
Zoom into his shoulders,
Right.
zoom into his abs.
Jim, you've got full 5 minutes to think of what we want to hear from you.
Well, yeah, because I was trying to structure it in one line, but clearly that was
Sorry,
quite
Jim.
fast.
Sorry,
No,
काफी टाइम से
worries.
भरा बैठा था. Jim, sorry.
Of course. I actually can't. I was thinking about him, but it's a bit tricky. But you know what? I started to think actually while Pulkit was speaking, or while Harsh, you were describing something, was that actually it is very interesting, because I think moments and things that trigger other things are really complicated actually, and are really open to interpretation. And there are moments of realization that happen so late in the film, and not in like a baba, this is the big moment of the scene, but it was just one thing that happened in the middle of the scene.
Right.
And actually the scene moves on to another thing very fast.
Okay.
And the character is not even given, like how other films would be, where that would become the slow zoom in, and the person realizes what they have secretly felt the whole time, whatever. This wasn't like that at all. Like,
Okay.
I remember discovering one moment in one of the TT matches that me and Pulkit play, and it's a thing that repeats.
Okay.
And you'll know what I mean once the film finally comes out, and or the web series. That there's this something that happened where he asked me a question, and the character, even though it's been years, and even though there's been time to try to digest the entire experience, he still doesn't know the answer to this question, and he doesn't know what that means about him, and he doesn't know what that means about his responsibility in the entire series of events, and he doesn't know, and he doesn't even get a chance to fully deal with it before the plot has already moved on, and he has to catch up to it. And I think that's what actually happens in life, is that these big moments, actually you can't even comprehend them while it's happening. It's more for people on the outside to see and make an interpretation of what they think the moment is and what they think the character is going through.
Right.
And actually there are just so many of those little moments now that I've been thinking about it. And even on their side, even when I remember the script, there are motivations on your side, Harsh, with you and Sanjeeda, that I still don't completely understand. It's never properly answered. It's still left for me to unravel. And I find that the most interesting form of like filmmaking is like that the film is a little mystery that I can keep pondering about later.
Right. Guys, lastly, not for the director, because he's seen it many times on the edit, I'm sure. Take a pick. Will you watch the web series first? Will you watch the film first? Harsh, I'll start with you.
Film, sir, film, because
film first.
I don't know. Film. Yeah.
You want to finish it at one go, that's why.
Yeah.
Right. Kriti?
I will watch the movie first, because considering the length is obviously going to be lesser than that of the web series. So I'd like to see how Bejoy has changed the movie, because that is a screenplay that I'm kind of aware of, and that is how the film was, like, it was intended to be a feature film.
Right.
And But to be very honest, I think what I'm going to miss the most is experiencing Taish in a theater, because it was the frames are so larger than life, and
I would have
the
loved
sound
to watch
design is
this
so
in a theater.
beautiful, and
True.
everything about it is so beautiful. I wish we could have seen it in a theater, but nevertheless, I will watch it in my home theater, what I create for myself.
Right.
And I can't wait to watch the movie, and then I will definitely watch the web series soon after.
Right, Pulkit? Movie first?
Movie first, yeah, the film first, because it was intended to be a film,
Right.
and you know we were all looking forward to a big screen experience. यार जब प्रमोशन आएगा फिर स्क्रीनिंग होगी, फिर हम लोगों को दिखाएंगे ऐसे साथ में बैठ के, बीच में समोसे खाते हुए डिस्कशंस करेंगे, वो सब तो अब जूम कॉल पे होगा, but definitely the experience of watching the film first has to be there.
Right.
And then there's obviously the excitement. What is so different in the storytelling? That's because I'm a big fan of Bejoy's work. I want to check that out. Yeah, what has this creative person done on the edit table and from the footage that he could not use in the film? What different kind of storytelling is happening in the series version of it? And yeah, so I think I'm a big binge watcher as well. So I'm gonna watch both the things, but first start with the film so that I know कि ये हमने बनाई, अच्छा ये हो गया, एक experience जल्दी complete हो गया, फिर दूसरे पे हम पूरी रात लगाएंगे.
Right.
I'm going to watch the web series first because that's the natural counterpoint to the rest of these four people. And in addition to that, actually, honestly, truly honestly, I think I am secretly more excited for the web series because I wanted the film to be like 20 hours long, you know, and I personally feel that the film, more than a like slick action adventure, boom, boom, bang, bang film, is actually more of a character study. And so the more time you get to learn about each character and the more time you get to spend with them, the deeper and richer the experience will be for you. So also, yeah, so I think I'm excited for the web series.
Bejoy, is that a good balance? 3 and 1? Or?
I think it's a decent balance.
That's a decent balance.
Sanjeeda hopefully will.
Bejoy is saying, but देख लो यार.
देख लो, किधर भी देख लो.
देख लो तुम बस.
देख लो बस.
Right. Great, guys. Thank you so much. Good luck. And guys, please go and watch the trailer and the songs.
Wait, what are you going to watch? What are you going to watch?
I will watch the web series first because I have got the web series first. So, so I will watch that today itself, I guess. And yeah, so guys, from the interview, I could safely tell you, go to the trailer and the song, zoom into the shots, write in the comment section what all you notice, and please share with us. Thank you, all of you, for joining me, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, and wish you a very happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali, guys. Bye-bye.